This conference will now be recorded.
So we'll move on to the pricing or condition technique. Okay, so let's see, because it takes at least 30 to 30 minutes minimum. So depending upon the time, we'll start either pricing today or tomorrow, but first we'll finish off the billing document type controls today. Okay. So in the process, as we know, first comes with the sales. So sales we finished discussing. Then next is delivery and header and item controls we have discussed. And the third is billing. So billing happens in SD module and accounting happens in FI module. So billing document type controls. How do we access the billing document controls? We access it with the transaction code called as WOFA. WOFA. So there are various billing document types. So as we know, sales document types, as we know, item categories, then schedule lines likewise. So for every process, we have a document type or something like the same way. For the billing documents also, we have various billing document types. For every process, there is a different billing document type. So you can see here, proforma invoice, order related, FI, and sales order, that is standard order, that is invoice with reference to delivery, F2. Proforma invoice, delivery related. This is FI is proforma invoice order related. F8 is proforma invoice delivery related. Then credit memo, G2. Debit memo, L2. Cash sales, BV. Return invoice, RE. Invoice cancellation, IV. Sorry, invoice cancellation, S1. Is S1 not in this? Okay. In this, there is no S1, but invoice cancellation, S1. And intercompany invoice, IV. Right? So there are various billing document types like this, which identifies every process. So invoice cancellation is S1. It's not there in the document, this one, right? So there are various billing document types which identifies every process. So let's go to standard F2 billing document type, and let's go to the details. Details and see what controls we have. So the first control here you see that is number range. But wherever we see number range, it is either internal or external, right? We have two options, internal and external. But when it comes to billing document, you see only internal. There is no external here. Why? Because as we know, billing document is a legal document. Okay, billing document, it's a legal document, and you cannot process it manually. Okay? You cannot process it manually. It has to be automatically processed. So that is the reason there is no external document type. That means you cannot do it manually. It has to be determined only internally. So here itself, you will be noticing the first change in the billing document, that is only internal assignment, no external assignment. Then as we item also the same, serial number 10, because we don't export BOM here as just like the delivery, because obviously we create billing with reference to delivery, and whatever is in the delivery, that will be exactly copied into the billing document. As we know, system identifies any process or any document only by document category, not by either billing type or document type, or not by description. Okay, system identifies any process only by SD document category. So how system know F2? This is a standard invoice, that is delivery related invoice. How system know that? That is through this particular SD document category N. If it is pro forma invoice, it will be U or O. Yeah, pro forma invoice is U. You see, credit memo O. G2 is credit memo O. You see, so that's how system identifies any document type. It will not be identifying either by document or it will not be identified either by description. It will be only by SD document category. So this tells system what kind of process it is. The next is posting block. Posting block. So as we discussed, billing happens in SD and accounting happens in FI. So whenever we create a billing document, that billing document should be released to accounting. Billing document should be released to accounting. Then only system will trigger an invoice and an accounting entry will be generated. So if you want to block a transaction, that means you don't want automatic posting into the accounting. You want maybe an approval. Let's say if it's a credit memo, you cannot just give the access to the users to process it, right? So even the user creates it, you want to block it for approval. And only once it is approved and released, then you want to post it into accounting. So if you want to post, if you want to block posting automatically into the accounting, maybe you want to do it automatically, and later you want to do it manually, then you could use this field posting block. But how do this work? So we create invoice with a transaction code called as VF01. Invoice is created with reference to VF01. But if there is a document which is blocked for posting, okay, if it is blocked for posting, then you go to VF02, change more, and you open that particular billing document, whatever the billing document which is blocked for posting. You just open that particular billing document and click on this flag. You see this green flag? Release to accounting. So how do you process manually the releasing to accounting? That is, you open the billing document in the change mode and check everything and approval. So then you click on the release to accounting, right? But if there is 100 documents, 1, 2, 10, 5 is okay. But if you have 100, 500 or 1000 documents, then, right? So how do we handle if there is more number of documents? So we can, it's not possible, right, to do it manually. So what we do for that, there is a transaction code called as VFX3. VFX3 is release the billing document to accounting. You see, release billing documents to accounting. That is VFX3. We run this on various parameters. So if it is account block and you give various parameters and just execute it. So system could post all the documents into accounting. So if it's a single document, you could just use the green flag in the change mode. But if you have more, then you can use this transaction code VFX3. Okay. So the next is statistics. See, why we are not seeing so many controls here, like item category or sales document type? Why we are not having so many controls, or why we don't need to know about them? Because see, as we already discussed, billing document is a legal document. We cannot much play around it. You cannot customize it as you want, just like a sales document or an item category or a delivery document. You cannot customize it like you want, because this particular billing document is a legal document and it has certain set of rules which has to be followed in any country, not only in India, any country you have to follow that. set of rules. Right? So statistics, that means whether you want to release this particular document to, like you want to update this data into the accounting or not, for the, sorry, for the reporting or not. Then next is invoice list type, LR, VF21. So how do we create invoice list? VF21. Create invoice list, VF21. That means rather than sending multiple different invoices to a single same customer, what you can do is you could consolidate the multiple invoices into a single invoice. That's called as invoice list. How do you do that? That is with this transaction code VF21. For that, the invoice type is LR. Then rebate settlement. Anyway, as we know, there is no rebate settlement now in the S/4HANA. It's only settlement management through condition contract. But in the ECC, as we have this particular rebate, so how do we process that rebates here? So how you do the settlement, whether you want to do full settlement, final settlement, or a partial settlement. So that you control here, the rebate settlement, whether final or partial settlement, and whether this you want to, because if you want to process rebates in ECC, there are 2-3 checkboxes which need to be activated. If you remember, in the sales organization, we have discussed one field called as rebate proactive. Then in customer master billing tab, there is a checkbox called as rebates. And here we are seeing relevant for rebates. These are the 3 prerequisite checkboxes which has to be activated if you want to process rebates in the organization. So invoice cancellation type, yes, one. Then these particular copy routine, reference number, assignment number, they are coming from the copy controls. We can again control them in copy controls. The standard routine usually we use is 003. So 003, this is the standard routine what we use, but usually we maintain this at the copy control level. We don't do it at the document level. This reference number and assignment number will help us to pass on some additional piece of information from SD to FI, because FI will have a month-end activity to trace whether every billing activity, that is every billing document, whether it has been posted into accounting or not. So FI will have that activity so that they need to trace whether for every billing document, a accounting document has been generated or not. So that is controlled by reference number and account number. And this we'll discuss again when it comes to revenue account determination. This is again a standard definition, just like what we've seen in the Vivo V8. It's one of the parameters to determine revenue account, GL into the revenue account. Right? So these are only the controls at the billing document type. We don't change any of these things. They are standard. Right? So these are only the controls. So with this, we finished discussing about, we are done with the sales documents. We are done with the delivery. We are done with the billing. So we are done with all the document types. That means transactions. So we have finished discussing about master data in the first few sessions. Then we finished discussing about transactions, that is sales processes, how we create and everything. So we are done with all the user activities, what all user will do. What user do? Create master data and transactions, right? So we are done with all these things. So today, let's discuss about the pricing. So pricing is also a master data, but pricing has lots of configuration. And once pricing is done, then we go with the all consultant activity, which we call as basic functions. And for after pricing, it will also pick up little pace. Okay.
Hello.
So let's see. Yeah. Any question? Go ahead.
Can you share a business scenario where we use invoice list?
Where we?
Invoice list, where we use invoice list.
Invoice is used everywhere. Without invoice, there is no business. Okay. Without an invoice,
share
there
one?
is no business. Every business. I don't need to share a single. You pay the fees, I need to give you an invoice, right? So wherever there is a sale happen, there should be an invoice generated. If you are paying amount, an invoice has to be generated. If you are not paying amount, but still you need some billing document for reference, pro forma invoice. Okay. So you buy a TV, you buy a fridge, you buy a car, right? What you are getting? That's an
Invoice.
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 It's an invoice. Okay. It has your name, it has your address, it has your tax details, GST number, everything. That is invoice.
I'm
Okay.
asking about invoice list.
Invoice
List.
list. Yeah, invoice
Yeah.
list is also where like you do the deliveries to the customer. Let's say in a month you do 500 deliveries to the customer. Okay.
Yeah.
So how many invoices now we should send to the customer? 500 invoice,
100. Yes.
right? So rather than
Yeah.
sending so many invoices to the customer, what you could do is you can consolidate into one invoice. Okay.
Okay.
You can consolidate into one invoice or less number of invoice. Maybe instead of 500 invoices, you create 50-50 as one invoice and you can just send to the customer. Ease of maintenance.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. So now let's discuss about pricing. In the pricing, we'll be discussing now related to condition technique. So pricing. So pricing is a master data. Why pricing is a master data? Because price of a product or a discount or a surcharge or a tax, they don't change every day, right? The price of a material don't change every day, or the tax don't change every day, or a discount, they don't change every day. So that is the reason we maintain this as a master data. Okay. So pricing in SAP is maintained through a concept called as condition technique. Condition technique. And see, from today until end of the training, 99% of the concept we'll discuss on condition technique. So why pricing is so important, and as I already mentioned that if you know pricing, you know everything in SAP because pricing works on condition technique. Likewise, majority of the SAP concepts work on condition technique. If you understand the condition technique logic, you will understand every concept actually. If you don't understand condition technique today, you will not understand any concept further. So that's the reason it's very, very, very important. Condition technique. And condition technique is used only for pricing? No. Condition technique is not a synonym for pricing. Pricing is just one concept which is working on condition technique. Like pricing, there are many other concepts which work on condition technique. So condition technique is not only for pricing, there are various concepts in SD which works on condition technique, right? And condition technique is only for SD module? No. Condition technique is used by SD, MM, FI, PP, right? Almost every module of SAP uses condition technique. So condition technique is not only for SD module. And condition technique is not only for pricing. There are various other modules in SAP which works on condition technique. So what is condition technique? Condition technique will help us to determine valid condition record into sales document. Okay. Condition technique will help us to determine valid condition record into sales document. So let's see how this works. So condition technique will have total of 6 steps. Okay, condition technique will have total 6 steps. The first step of condition technique is condition table. Okay, condition table. These total 6 steps we'll have in condition technique. The first step of condition technique is condition table. So what is condition table? So what is database table, anyone? What do a database table contains?
Rows and columns.
Fields, right? It has fields. So here also the condition table is nothing but it's a combination of fields. This is same database table actually. Okay, it's a combination of fields. So what is condition table? Condition table is a combination of fields. So what kind of combination of fields we could have in the condition table? It could be n number of possibilities. Any permutations and combinations we can have in condition table. Any permutations and combinations, n number. Okay. So let's see how this works. So, for example, there can be a table with a field name called as material. Okay. And this is a database table, right? And we save data into the database tables. So what is the data here we are maintaining? We are saying that material X, the price is $10. Material X, the price is $10. So a condition table has fields, and field can be any combination. And this field, we maintain data. What data? This is the data. We're telling system X material, the price is $10. So this is one table with one field combination, one field. I can have one more table with a field combination like customer and material. This table is a combination of fields, customer and material. And here same material is same X, but customer is A. So what we are trying to tell system here is for any customer buy this material X, they will pay $10. But if this customer A buys this X material, he'll pay only $8 because he's a very special customer, specific customer, right? All the or else distribution channel material, all dealers for X material, they will pay $10. But institutional customers for X material will pay only $8, right? So the combination could be anything, any field combination we can have, and the table field will be in the table, right? So the first step of condition technique is condition table, and table is nothing but combination of fields, and we save the data here. That we'll learn later anyway once we get. So today this terminology and everything might be looking little tough for you to understand, but once we get into the system and start configuration, it's a piece of cake. Pretty easy concept. Okay. By end of this training, pricing will be your strongest area. In interviews, if they ask you what you are good at, people even fear to take the name of pricing, but you will not be in that case. Your core or your strong area will be pricing. That's how we will learn pricing. Okay. Pretty easy concept for us. So condition table is a combination of fields. This is the first step. The second step is access sequence. Access sequence. What is access sequence? We place tables into access sequence. Okay. We place condition tables into access sequence. So how we place the tables into access sequence? What is the logic? The logic is most specific to most general. Most specific to most general. That is the logic, how we place the tables into access sequence. So you could see here, this is a condition table, and you could see various field combinations, customer, material, price list, material, material. As I told you, there is no limit for the combinations. It is n number of permutations and combinations, right? So first we create a table. That's the first step. Then next we place the table into access sequence. And what is access sequence? Access sequence is a strategy which will find a valid condition record. And as I just told you, we place tables into access sequence. You could see here, what are the tables we have seen? Serial number 10, customer material, serial number 20, price list material, serial number 30, material. So here we have various combinations. Material is same, but we have various combinations, customer price list like this. So the price of this material wax 1500 is 10,000. Any customer, that means this is the actual selling price of the material. But depending upon who is buying this material, what kind of customer buying, the price will vary. And you can see the combination here. It says that if a 213 customer buys, we'll give it only for 900 because it's very important, very important customer. As I told you, what is the logic? We place the tables into access sequence, most specific to most general. What comes more important in a business, customer or material? So in any business, customer is very important, right? So it starts with customer. So that means you need, out of your experience and as we learn the concept, you will be knowing what is the most specific, most general. So priority wise, we will be mentioning this. So you see here the combination. So now you tell me, if a customer triple to place an order, what price system will pick? I want this answer from everyone. I told you, right? This is the topic which will change your SD learning. You have to participate. If triple two customer buy, what material, what price system will pick?
It is
10,000.
10,000.
10,000 because he is a general.
Everyone?
10,000.
Yeah, 10,000.
10,000.
10,000. Why 10,000? Because this triple two customer is not in any combination. You see, there is no triple two customer nowhere, right? Nowhere there is triple two customer. So if customer is not specifically identified, he has to pay the full amount, right? So that is the reason 10,000. If a 214 customer place an order, then
9,000.
9,000.
9,000. So
9,000.
why 9,000?
9,000.
Because 214 customer is very specifically identified here. So 9,000, right? If 225 customer,
10,000.
10,000.
10,000 only.
because 225 customer is not
10,000.
in any of this combination, right? So if 213 customer place an order, then what price system picks?
9,400.
9,000.
9,000.
9,000.
9,000.
Right?
9,400.
213 customer is here. 213 customer is also here, right? So what price system will pick? System has to pick 9,000, not 9,400. Not 9,400. So this is wrong actually. System has to pick only 9,000 because what is the criteria? Most specific to most general. System should first check here.
It's a sequence wise.
Can everyone please mute? Can everyone, important topic, please mute. Once you answer, immediately please mute. Yeah. So what is the search strategy? Most specific to most general. So system first will check here. If it finds a valid condition record here, it should get that into the system sales order and stop the search. You should not again proceed, right? 213 customer is a institutional customer. That means if there are 100 institutional customers, 213 is one among the institutional customer among the 100. But out of that, again, 213 is very important customer. So 213 is getting much better price. That means the logic is whenever system finds a valid condition record, it should come out of the search. It should get that into the sales document and come out of the search. Okay. So how system should come out of the search? That is For every table combination in the access sequence, there will be a checkbox called as exclusive. We also call it as exclusive indicator. And this exclusive indicator should be mandatorily activated for every table combination. Why? Because when system finds a valid condition record, we want system to stop the search and come out of the search. If you don't have this particular checkbox that is exclusive indicator, then system will not come out of the search. System will keep on searching. Just imagine how much system performance issue will be there if you keep on searching, right? So whenever system finds a valid condition record, it should come out of the search and determine that in the sales document. How that happens? That is with exclusive indicator. Let's assume that if there is no exclusive indicator, then what happens? Anyone? Even though system finds a valid condition record, it will not stop the search. It will keep on searching in the every combination and will take the last one. If there is no exclusive indicator active, it will take the last one. Okay, so which is wrong again. So that's the reason for every table combination we need the exclusive indicator to stop the search and get that into the sales document. Any question on this? So anyone? It's clear, right? Access sequence?
Praveen, so it has to take the first one.
Always. We are not saying it should be first one. Valid condition record. Let's say if it is 217 customer, what price system should be?
10,000.
217.
9,400.
9,400. Right? So it is not the first or second or third. A valid condition record with the combination. Here, 213 is the first record. Yeah. Go ahead.
As this customer is mentioned twice, right?
Which
For
customer?
9,000, 213 is mentioned twice.
Yes. Yes.
So for
Twice.
9,000 and 9,400. So is 9,400 not a valid combination?
Not a valid, because this customer is more important than an institutional customer. See, you have 100 institutional customers, but out of them 100, again 213 is more priority customer. So you are giving much more benefit to that customer. Okay, so then what is valid? The much more benefit or one among the other?
Okay, so we are going on the price. So wherever the better benefit
Yes.
the customer is getting,
Then
that will be taken.
yes.
Okay.
Okay, that means you can put it as a logic. We don't go by price. Price can be anything actually. We are not seeing the price here. We are seeing whether the combination is available or not. Okay, 213 combination is already available here. Then why system should again search in all these records? It should stop the search and whatever the price here, get into the sales document and stop the search. That is the actual process. But when system will stop the search? Only when you activate the checkbox. Tomorrow we'll see this in the system. When you activate the checkboxes. If you don't activate the checkbox, then what happens? If you don't activate this exclusive, what happens? Even though system finds a valid combination, it will not stop search. It will keep on searching in all the records and will take the last one. I'll also show you this in the system. Okay. I'll also show you in the system how system picks the last one as well. Okay. Is this clear?
Most specific
Yes.
customer means
See, we are prioritizing fields. Okay. Let's say you take country, you take state, you take city. You are doing business. Let's say you are in Hyderabad and you are doing business in Hyderabad. Which is most specific to you now? Customers. Which customer is most specific to you?
Hyderabad.
Obviously in Hyderabad, right? You are not
Yes.
worried about other states or the complete country. You are worried about, or you need only customers from Hyderabad when your business in Hyderabad. That is most specific. What is most general for you? Country,
Country.
right? Because there is billion people and you don't know that billion people who will be your customer. But when it comes to Hyderabad, very limited number and your customers will be from here. So this will be your most specific and this will be your most general. So when you put this into the condition technique logic, you don't write it as country, state, city. You write it as city, state, and country. most specific to most general.
But it is not permanent, no?
Right? Not permanent. Maybe tomorrow your business expands, it goes pan India. You again change your combination.
Times you have to change every modification for every time.
You don't do that every time actually, because businesses don't grow overnight, right? You cannot grow overnight from city to a country, right? So this all will be like, we'll see, we don't take this all decision. Your user will tell this. Okay. We'll tell them the logic and they'll come up with what is most specific, most general, what is more important for them. So they'll come with it. Okay. So this is access sequence. And this is exclusive indicator, which will stop the search. So what we do, first we create condition table and place the table into access sequence. Then access sequence, we assign it to condition type. The third step of condition technique is,
Praveen,
yeah, good.
can you go back to that screen, please? That earlier. The customer
Yeah.
213. Yes, can you please do?
Yeah, good.
Even in the it is mentioned twice, right? But how would the system will recognize that it needs to process or determine for 9,000 rupees? Because you see, the customer number is same, the material number is same,
That's
everything
what,
is same. Then how would it?
yes, that's what I told you until now. That is because of the exclusive indicator. Exclusive indicator. What is exclusive indicator? Doesn't matter if these all are 213. Let's assume that these all are 213, not even other customers. But why system is taking only this combination? Because of exclusive indicator. If exclusive indicator is there and system finds a valid combination, system will take this and stop the search. It will not go to the next search.
Okay.
Even though the same valid combination is available in the next steps, system will not continue. It will stop here itself.
Okay. It will not further look for the values of
No.
combinations.
No. If it finds a valid combination, then system will stop the search and determine it.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Sir, access sequence is given by customer to how to put first customer, then some access sequence is there, and combination is there.
See, this is your experience. What should be the first and second? So, I just told you that the country, state, and city example, right? So, if customer comes with a scenario, then your experience and your knowledge will tell you what should be the most specific to most general. Okay, depending upon the business scenario and customer's requirement, you will frame this particular condition table with field combinations. Okay. So just like you take anything, as I told you, country, state, city, you know what is most general, what is most specific. The same way, when in a business, you have one single customer, which is a dealer, but you have 100 dealers in the business. Out of these 100 dealers, dealer number one is giving you more business. Now, which is most specific dealer?
Number one.
Dealer one.
Right, dealer one, you call it as most specific because the dealer one is giving you lots of business. But dealer one is also among 100 other customers, right? When dealer one comes to this, he will become a general, right? But when dealer one, you identify as a specific customer because giving more business, then this will be more specific. Okay. So the same dealer one can also be a general, the same, depending upon what scenario you are taking. Right. So step 3,
given more business.
yeah, business will decide, you will help the business will do that. Usually consultant do that. That means because they don't know, right? Like how the logic works in the system. So the customer and consultant will be deciding how it should work. That means what should be the most specific, what would be the most general. So you'll be seeing the combinations. You're making the combinations. Okay. So first we create tables and put that into access sequence. Then the access sequence, we assign it to condition type. We have something called as condition type. So what is condition type? Condition type will determine condition type will tell what pricing element it is. Okay, what pricing element? See, if you are paying $100, how that $100 has come? How that $100 has come? Like say you are buying some X product and the charge for the X material is $100. But how that $100 has come? Why you are paying the total price as $100? Out of that $100, what is the price? What is the discount? What is the surcharge? What is the tax? So you take any price will have four elements. Okay, any price will have four elements. That is base price, discount, surcharge, and the tax. So any price will be made up of these four attributes. We call this as pricing attributes, or we call them as pricing components, or we call it as pricing elements, anything it could be. So any price will be having these four components, that is base price, discount, surcharge, and tax, right? Coming to discount, what is discount? What is discount? Discount is a deduction, right? Discount is a deduction. And how many kinds of discount we can give to customer?
Cash discount and trade discount.
Right? So there is again n number of combination of discounts what you can offer to customer. You can give a material discount. That means there is X material, any customer buy this X material, $1 discount. You can give customer material discount. If this customer A buys this X material, you will get $2 discount. You can give price list discount. The customers from this price list buy this X material, they will get $3 discount. You can give customer discount, only customer. Doesn't matter what material this customer is buying, but if this customer buy, he will be eligible for 1% discount on every order. So again, discounts is n number. Any combination you can give discounts, right? But how do system differentiates? This is a material discount. This is a customer material discount. This is price list material. How system differentiates? That is through condition type. So condition type will tell us or tell system what kind of pricing element it is. So in system, material discount, okay, K004. Customer material discount, K005. Customer discount, K007. Like this, they will have tons, which will differentiate and tell each combination, right? So condition type will tell system what kind of pricing element it is. Right? So as I told you, for today we are learning only terminology. Don't worry, you don't even understand something. I'll make you understand in the next 5 sessions what is condition, technique, pricing, and everything. But today, at least try to get through terminology. Okay. So condition type will allow us to identify our system, what kind of pricing element it is. Okay. So let me put it here. The first step of condition technique is we create condition table, and condition table is a combination of fields. Then next is access sequence. So we create tables and place the tables into the access sequence, and the logic is most specific to most general. Most specific to most general. The next is we create access sequence and we assign access sequence to condition type. This is condition type. Condition type will tell system what kind of pricing element it is, whether it's a price or a discount or a surcharge or tax. If it is price, if it is discount, because price can be only one. You cannot have two selling prices, right? Price can be only one. But discounts, you can have any number. Surcharge, you can have any number. There can be loading charge, there could be packing charge, there could be insurance, there could be a freight, there could be any surcharge, right? So condition type will tell what kind of pricing element it is. Then condition type we place into fourth step called as pricing procedure. Pricing procedure. So we place condition types into pricing procedure in a sequence, because when we will arrive at a correct price, base price minus discount plus a surcharge plus a tax, this is the correct arrangement. Then you will arrive at the correct total price. If I do it randomly, let's say if I put surcharge first, maybe discount second, then base price, then tax, will we arrive at the correct price? No. So these pricing elements, that is nothing but condition types, should be placed into the pricing procedure in a sequence so that the calculation can happen and we can arrive at the total, the final total price. Right? That is pricing procedure. Then fifth step. This fifth step, we don't do it every time. We do it only once. Only for the first time, only once we do it and we leave it. Mark my word, you go 5 interviews, in at least 3 interviews, you'll face this question. Pricing procedure determination. I'll tell you 3 questions on this. Out of these 3 questions, 1 question you'll face. Out of 5 interviews, in 3 interviews, you'll face 1 question. Mark my word, right? That important this is, but we'll do it only for once. Pricing procedure determination. This is the 5th step. These are the steps what we do in SPRO as a consultant. This is our role. The 6th step of pricing or condition technique is condition record. Condition record. This is the master data of pricing. This is the master data of pricing. And where do we save the data? Anyone? Where do we save data? In the database tables and fields, right? So when it comes to pricing, what is the database tables and fields? That's nothing but condition table. Condition table. So this data, condition record, that means user will see, we maintain here saying that we have material X, customer A and material X. Like this, we just maintain only combination, but user will maintain saying that X material is $10. But if a customer A buys this X material, $8, this is master data, or this is called as condition record, which user will maintain. Right? So these are the 6 steps of condition record. Right? So I'll also write the T codes. Pricing T codes are important. Condition table V/03, access sequence V/07, condition type V/06, pricing procedure V/08, pricing procedure determination, very important, OBKK, right? Condition record VK11. These are the T codes. So tomorrow first we'll start with configuring only base price. So we discussed, right, in pricing we have a structure. First tomorrow we'll start only base price. Let's see how the price determines into sales document, and then we'll continue with other elements. It will take 5 to 7 sessions for us to discuss pricing. Okay. Yeah, but we'll discuss in very detailed level and very advanced. Good. Any questions for today, please?
Praveen,
Yeah.
for example, July 1st, one X material is $100.
Okay.
Okay. For credit, billing,
What is that?
For credit customer.
No, forget about credit customer insourcing. You tell me the price.
$100, and the month end is 25th of July. Price is $150.
Okay.
Which price will taken?
When
$100
you are
or
doing the delivery. No. When you are creating order and when you are creating delivery.
when making billing month end.
No. See, July 1st, you are saying that the price is $100. Are you creating order on that day?
Yes,
Okay. Then when you are creating delivery for this order, on what date?
next 2 days
Okay. Let's say July 5th, I will put it as.
delivery.
Right. Okay. Delivery.
Yes,
Delivery is on July 5th. Okay. It will be same
okay,
100 because copy control. System will copy the same price into the delivery document.
yes.
Okay. Then when you are creating billing,
25th of July,
okay, on July 25th, what is the price of material?
150.
150. So you want 150 to be copied now
Which price
into the
is
billing
taken
document?
for? No,
No,
I
there is
don't
a
want.
configuration setting. There is a configuration setting system that is whenever you are copying the price into the next document, do you want to copy as it is or do you want to redetermine it? Every time system will check when copying the price into the next document. If you say configuration as copy as it is, same 100 will copy here. But in the configuration, you say that you redetermine the price every time it copy, then system will take 150 at the time of billing, not 100. Okay. So in the copy controls, we have an option. There is a setting how the price has to be copied from one document to other document. You want to
But
do as it is? Yeah.
it will be as it is. The company will lose the profit.
No, that is a very high level decision because you don't copy as it is. Because see, you take tax. On
Okay,
when you create an order, the tax is only 10%. But on July 3rd, the tax has been increased to 15%.
okay.
So now which tax system has to take?
15%.
Obviously, tax has to be at actuals. Tax has to be at actuals. Let's say now it is 9 o'clock. If your tax is updated at 8 o'clock and you're creating an invoice at 9 o'clock, you cannot charge the tax as old tax.
Yes,
4 to 8 p.m. tax is let's say 10%. At 8 p.m. tax has been changed to 15%. And now you are
yes.
creating invoice at 9 o'clock. You have to take the latest tax. You cannot take the old one. Tax
Definitely.
should be at actuals, but price cannot be at actuals.
Okay,
Price is your own, right? It cannot be actuals. There are only certain things which need to be at actuals. Let's say on July 1st, when you create an order, the delivery price was only $1, but
mm.
fuel price has gone double on July 3rd. On July 5th, you are doing delivery. What price you will do? Will you do $1?
$1.
If you are doing $1, you are losing, right? Because the delivery price, the fuel price has gone up, and from July 3rd, the delivery cost is $2 per kg.
But
On
order
July
is
5th, you are
confirmed.
doing delivery, right? You cannot lose because if you do delivery on $1, you will lose, right? Delivery cost, taxes will be at actuals. Okay, at actuals. You cannot do on the old price delivery. You will lose. Okay, we'll discuss this. There are many scenarios we'll discuss. Whatever the question you asked, that will also come.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
For today, I request everyone only go through the terminology. If you can memorize this terminology and the T codes, that is enough. Rest leave it on me. Functionalities, scenarios, everything leave it on me. But make sure you know the terminologies and the T codes for today. Right? Any other question? And I still see people you are still doing enterprise structure or maybe in customer master. Okay. So once we are done with the pricing, the training will complete in hardly 15 days. Okay. One topic, one day. 15 topics, we'll finish the training after the pricing. That means after 7 sessions, you count 15 sessions. By July month end, we'll finish the training. But still, I see people, you are in enterprise structure and customer master. So I was keep telling you from day one, you have to get placed by September ending or October. You cannot afford any more time than that. Very good season is coming, and you have a very right opportunity, like a golden hour kind of thing. Utilize it. If you miss this season, it is very hard for you to carry the subject for next March. Okay, everyone can get a job. You don't need to be an MBA from day one. I was telling, right? You don't need any special skill set. I showed you tons of people who got placed, the WhatsApp messages, what packages they got. They are just like you. So 5 months back or 6 months back, or when they joined training, they don't know anything. But today they could score 15 lakh package, 16 lakh package. Time is very important. I keep telling you, with a blink of eye, we will finish this batch. September will come. You will approach the interviews. With a blink of eye, this all will happen. At that time, if you realize there's no purpose, if you think that I would have more time, or I would have prepared in June, July itself, that would be good. I would have started from day one. No, no realization later. So please utilize the time now. You have enough, and very, very good time. July, August, whole month you have for preparation, right? So if you are strong with the subject, you can score more actually. You can score 1-2 lakhs more package, right? So utilize time. So don't still be in enterprise structure or customer master. It will be very hard for you to catch up later. So I was telling, right, after pricing, like we will increase the pace. We don't even increase the pace, but one topic one day. So I cannot even avoid that. So just imagine one topic one day. If I extend that to two topics, like one topic 2 days, you will get bored first. So please start your preparation, everyone. If you still have any issues while preparing, you don't understand subject, you just reach me. Please attend one revision batch. There is morning going on 7:15 to 8:15. I told you, right? You don't need to pay. Just make up some time. This is golden hour. You don't spend time now, later you will regret. There is no purpose. Even later, you like realize and you want to do anything. So please spend your time now as much as possible until you finish the training, and then for preparation. Make up time. For next 2-3 months, just make up everything and be ready. So there is 100% chance you will get a job in September. Mark my word. This is out of experience of placing thousands of people, not 1, 2, or 100. You have seen the testimonials, right? And you paid fees. I don't need to convince, or I don't need to tell everything. But I see you people losing opportunities. Some people still, you are in enterprise structure. Maybe your time, you don't have enough time to prepare, or you are not understanding the subject. But please utilize, watch the videos, n number of times, watch the videos. You don't need to practice in the system all the time. If you are getting errors, just leave it. Just watch the videos. Okay. So pricing is very tough actually. Again, let me warn you, pricing is not that easy. It's very tough actually, pricing. To be very frank, people quit the trainings, people quit the trainings because they don't understand pricing. That tough pricing is. But for us, pricing is a piece of cake, because my strength is pricing. The same thing I'll pass on to you. Pricing is going to be your strongest area. That's how we'll learn pricing. But if you don't have time, you don't practice, there is no purpose. So pull out some time for the next 2 months. Your career, life, everything is going to settle once for all. Because if you miss this season, September, October, you know what happens. You cannot carry the subject to the next March, because you will have opportunities only in the next March. So please make sure, plan September or October, you should get placed. At any cost, you should get placed. Attend one batch, two batch, three batches, doesn't matter. Keep on attending the batches until September, October. So there is a batch going on morning 7:15. If anyone have time, you can attend. Okay, so let's call it a day today and catch up tomorrow. And tomorrow we'll discuss about base price configuration. As I told you, I will upload the videos at the earliest. Maybe by 11 tomorrow morning, I'll upload the video. Please practice only pricing. Put everything aside. Just watch only pricing videos for the next 1 week and practice only pricing. Right. So good day, everyone, and catch up tomorrow. Bye-bye.